kicking away the moments that make up the dog day. Fritter and waste the hours in an offhand way. Kicking around on a piece of ground in your hometown. Waiting for someone or something to show you the way.
It's about 1:30 and things are just starting to wrap up finally. It's been a pretty crazy night. There was a lot of great bands. We had Mad Bread started out, and then Above and Below went after that. Then we had a little bit of a White Elephant gift exchange with DJ Kitsy, providing some background music for that, and Black Umbrella Brigade went on after that, then Freaks and Geeks, and we're finishing up the night with Post Child right now, who's just probably wrapping up right about now. I can't really take credit for starting the whole thing. I have to say that credit belongs to BJ, who did a couple of meetups. He did like a Halloween, I think he did a Valentine's party and a New Year's party. I actually invited Redditors from Chicago over to his house, and people thought he was crazy. He was inviting the internet over to his house. But people were getting good feedback, and then I've been a musician the whole time, and I was always kind of looking in the music write-ups, and so I just posted the question to our Chicago, well, would anybody be interested in going to a meetup that was also a concert put on by Redditors? And the post just took off. I had more feedback and more comments. I've never gotten so many orange reds up at that point. So, and BJ said, well, I've been doing these things at my house. Would you be interested in having it there? And so we put together a meetup at BJ's house, and we got about 175 people showed up for the first one we did.
Like, I've been a Redditor for the past year now, but Reddit Martys are pretty cool. Meetup.
It's my first time in about 2.5 years. I used to come to these things all the heck of the time, and then I stopped coming to these things all the heck of the time because I moved to Humboldt Park.
Did you go to the house party last year?
Yes, it was pretty awesome. This one Chicago admin, he offered his beautiful home, and we tore that place up. Was that appropriate, or?
I'd come the year before last, but I'd only been once before this.
It's just a way of for socialites and like young kids that are my age that also like Reddit get together and party.
The bands are really good. There's been a pretty interesting variety of music.
It kind of runs itself, really. I mean, I'll take submissions for any Redditors that want to have their band or their act play. I'll take DJs, bands. It doesn't matter the genre or the style or anything like that. And once I gather all the submissions, I'll create another post and put it up to the Chicago Reddit and let the community vote on who they want to see. And from there, I kind of curate it a little bit and just try to decide in order of when the bands are going to play to make sure things somewhat have a progression and make some sense. I don't want to have a heavy metal act followed by a hip-hop DJ and then a bluegrass band. I try to make the night kind of flow some way. And then just to kind of organize, tell everybody where to be, when to be, and it's pretty easy. It's actually easier than any other show I've run for any of my other bands, and the community's been nothing but supportive and showing up and appreciating the music that's there, which is really, really cool.
Hi, we're Above and Below. Hi.
Below and above.
We Above and Below, one word, lowercase. No one will ever get it right, but that's okay.
We are Freaks for Geeks. We're from Mokina, Frankfurt, Illinois, southwest suburbs of Chicago.
We're called Post Child. We're from Chicago. We're playing around here for a couple years now, and everyone in the band has played with a million other bands because there's a lot of amazing music around Chicago. And we've been around for a year and a half now or so, and we're excited to be here.
Is this y'all's first year at the Chicago party?
It is.
Well, this is technically going to be our second sort of meetup show. Me and Joe did a an acoustic performance for Global Reddit Meetup Day.
Yeah,
last
they
June.
decided to exclude me because I was.
Hey, you know, you were in like Japan or something.
I was in Seattle.
Close enough.
Seattle, Japan.
That's actually our first year out playing shows even. We've been writing music for a few years now, but this is I think we started this year actually playing out, or maybe tail end of last year. So, yeah, this is our first Reddit meetup.
A band with 4 people, and one of them's a Redditor. They'll come play a show like this, and then within about 2 or 3 months I noticed that all the band is Redditors. They get kind of interested in the community. I think it's a cool way to expose more people to the site and bring more people into the community.
You know, I've been in part of the Reddit community now for about 3 years, I believe. Melanie, did you join Reddit finally? I think, right?
A few months ago, yes.
Yeah, a few months ago. And Joe,
I'm willing to try.
he's willing to try a lot of things. He's very uncomfortable.
I'm a huge Redditor. I'm not sure about anybody else. I've tried as hard as I can to get these other mugs into Reddit, but, you know, it seems like it, yeah, unfortunately.
I think I'm the only one in the band that's actually a Redditor.
Guilty.
Yeah.
I'm excited to play it.
Yeah.
I'm excited to find out what it's all about.
Our friend over here doesn't even have a Facebook account, except for the one that his friends made up.
Yeah, the fake one.
It's a fake one. It's quite amazing.
I go on there time to time. So
You're just a lurker?
yeah, I'm more of a lurker, as they say. So
It's tough,
but
man.
yeah, maybe I'll look into it a little bit more now. See who these people are judging us on.
So, I mean, I've always kind of browsed Reddit, but I've never been like hardcore into it until I realized you can do a lot more with it than just
Look at
pictures of random stuff. I'm like, oh wow, it's like a whole online community. So
I frequent the Chicago music scene subreddit regularly. Not so much the Chicago one, but the Chicago music scene heavily, and this was cross-posted over there as an opportunity for bands to get on the bill. So I submitted the band and, asked some other local Redditors that I knew on my Facebook feed for help, and they helped voted us in, so here we are.
Right after we started the band, I actually got hooked up with another fellow Redditor that was going to school for record production, and we were able to utilize his talents to record us because he was looking for a band to kind of do a senior project with, and we joined up with him and at his studio at the Illinois Academy of Art and recorded our 4 songs with him. And then with far as promotion goes, I mean, it's a really great way for internationally for people to hear your music that you're doing.
It's positive, which is cool. Not a lot of negativity there, which is awesome, especially when people are putting out their music. It kind of it's always difficult to put out something you've made into the world, so it's cool when people are responsive to it and not just negative. And I feel like online forums, Reddit included, tend to have this big scary anonymity thing where people aren't afraid to be vicious, but I think that Chicago and the Chicago music scene subreddits are a lot more welcoming and relatively kind to people posting for the first time, which is cool.
I think it's it could be really used in a very positive way to help out music, and it's quite obvious that it's already started up and hitting it pretty good. So yeah, I'm excited to see what the future holds for it.
You never know who's going to listen to it, and you get feedback, and people are really into it. So it's always a positive thing. There's no such thing as bad publicity, as somebody said.
What's cool? It's cool the people that you can meet up there. A lot of people I probably wouldn't meet otherwise. Like tonight, we already met an archaeologist who was spending time in France and Italy, and that was really neat. He just came up to us and introduced himself. So people I feel like I wouldn't meet elsewhere other than kind of a social gathering party event like this. So very cool.
I feel like I would get in trouble for some things I could say about Reddit, for all the good and bad it's done in the world.
The story I have to tell about these meetups, it would be the stairs story. And the stairs story actually starts the night before the occurrence happened. and most people don't know this part, but I was there at BJ's house, and we were setting up the stages. I dropped off some PA equipment, some amps, and we're just kind of setting up, make sure everything was good so we'd have less work to do the next day. And these two people showed up, this guy and this girl, and they're just absolutely blitzed. And I had to convince them that the party was actually not starting that night, it would be the following night. And we set them on their way. And then the next day, this is where most people know, is the stair story. It's actually party's in full swing, and those same two people show up. I'd kind of noticed them. And DJ lives in a 2-flat, so he's got neighbors upstairs. Then he's on the main floor, and we also had bands in the basement. They apparently had gone up to the neighbors, up the stairs, kind of to his neighbor's back porch area, and we're just going at it. Really not cool for somebody else's house, and a bunch of people noticed it, and they kind of had a fan, people viewing them, kind of a little fan club. Didn't take long before they got kicked out of the party, and so ever since then, it's been people have always been asked, is there stairs, and that's kind of been our ongoing joke as far as the meetups. And my favorite part was after that all happened, about 30 minutes later, the girl actually came back after getting kicked out, and BJ was like, why would you come back? And the only thing she could respond was, I've taken a lot of drugs. Reddit in one word, it's too tough. I would just say it's chaos, but it all comes together in a way that somehow still works.
I always, whenever I tell people they don't know what Reddit is, I always tell them it's kind of a mixture between Facebook and Craigslist.
Reddit is informative.
Fedora cats, combined into one word.
Variety.
Awesomeness.
All right.